I cannot tell you how many times when I first started my business, I was an excuse train. I'm a mom. It's hard. I have no time. I have no sleep. I have things I need to do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Guilty. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren Kidd. I am a business strategist for the busy mompreneur. I teach moms how to start, run, and scale their online businesses so they can be present in their kids' lives. If you are a new subscriber here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell to get notifications when new content comes out. New content is released every Monday at 9. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to drop a hey and hello below so I can say hey back. All right, today we are going to dive into 6 things you need to stop doing in order to succeed in your business or pretty much in your life. Ready? Ready? Are we ready? 6 things to stop doing. So we talk a lot about what you should be doing and how you should be doing it and who you should be talking to and the process that you need to take, right? In order to make things happen. But we hardly ever talk about the things that you really have to stop doing, because these are things that we don't really want to think about. These are things that we do them without actually thinking, but they are so detrimental to our business. And I want you to stop doing them so that you can succeed beyond a shadow of a doubt, right? So number 1, stop looking back and comparing yourself to other people's successes, right? Don't look back and be like, oh, well, I should have been here by now, or I should have been here by now. Oh, I'm just not going to do it because I'm not to the level where I need to be, right? Stop looking back and negatively comparing where you think you should be. You're exactly where you need to be. You are 100% exactly where you need to be in your business right now. Could you be a little further along? Maybe, who knows? But you are not behind in any way, shape, or form, right? You are not behind. You are working as hard as you can. You are showing up when you can. You are doing what you need to do. Now, could you improve upon whatever it is you're doing? Absolutely, but it is not supposed to be negatively impacting your mood and your thoughts and your feelings. So don't look back and be like, oh, I should have done this, this, and this. Look back and be like, hey, I did a great job. I'm going to do even better moving forward, and let it go. Stop looking back in a negative sense. Number 2, stop making excuses. What is that saying? Excuses are like, everybody's got one, right? It's true. Stop making excuses. I cannot tell you how many times when I first started my business, I was an excuse train. I'm a mom. It's hard. I have no time. I have no sleep. I have things I need to do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Guilty, 100% guilty. And I know for a majority of those moms that I just start working with in a one-on-one or a masterclass setting or in our group coaching setting, I know that it is the number one thing. They're like, I just am so busy. I know that you're busy. Okay, I get it. I have a kid. I homeschool. I run all the errands. I cook most of the meals because my husband works nights now. I am the one to slowly hold down the fort. I do all the laundry. I do all the cleaning. I'm the one handling all the appointments with our home builder. I get it. I really do. I was the one who handled everything paperwork wise when my dad passed away last year. I get it. Okay. I totally 100% understand level of busyness. However, when you make a commitment to something, you have to show up and you have to give it your all. Okay. So let's stop making excuses. This is the year of no more excuses. I'm just going to show up and I'm going to do it. Last year, I was like, I'm going to work out more, right? Because I need to, I want to, I feel good. It's really good for my mental health. And then I just didn't. I could have sat around at the first year and been like, oh man, well, I didn't work out because, my dad passed away and we moved and, I didn't do well with the transition for the move and then the stress of building, yada, yada, yada. I just looked back and I said, you know what? I just didn't work out. I'm not going to make an excuse. I just didn't do it. I did not make it a priority. I'm not going to make an excuse for it. I just didn't do it. Moving forward, I made a plan to move. It doesn't matter what I do. I'm going to make a plan to move at least once a day with my body, whether that's yoga or going for a walk or taking you guys or on a free coaching Friday walk through the place that I live right now, right? I'm making a plan. I'm not making excuses. I'm just making a plan to move forward. So second thing you need to stop doing is making excuses. Instead, just be like, didn't do well as I wanted to. I'm going to correct that moving forward. Tip number 3, stop multitasking. You can't multitask. You can't multitask. I know you're a mom. I know that there's 1.5 million things going on at once, but when it comes to your business, do not multitask. When you try to multitask, your brain goes in multiple directions and you are never going to be 100% with anything that you do, because you're going to constantly be having to go back and review. You're going to constantly have to be asking yourself, was that what I was supposed to be doing? Or if you're writing and you're trying to respond to somebody, you're never going to be able to be all in both places. So stop multitasking, show up, do what you're supposed to do, right? Whether that's writing or recording or whatever. I'm sitting here today, I'm recording all of my videos. I could be in between each video stopping and doing this and that and writing a piece of content that comes to mind. No, instead I've got a little pen right here. I've got some sticky notes, and every time a thought comes to mind, I just write it down, right? And I put it to the side and I keep focused. If I stop, I'm going to lose track of everything that I'm doing, and then I'm not going to be able to finish this in the time that it takes for my kiddo to take a nap. I don't know if you can hear it, but the noisemaker is going right now. I have a finite amount of time to get this done, and I'm going to do it. It's what I do. Stop multitasking, start focusing, give it your all, give it your energy, and you're going to go so much further. Okay. Number 4, stop saying yes if it doesn't benefit you. I am a recovering yesaholic. I really, really am. I spent the better half of 2020 saying no. It was liberating, terrifying as a people pleaser, terrifying. I spent most of my life as a people pleaser. I am the oldest child of 3. My parents divorced when I was 9, so I was the go-between. So for those of you who grew up in a divorced household, you probably understand what I'm talking about. If you're the oldest, you also probably really resonate here. I have said yes to pretty much everything my entire life just to make other people happy. And I realized that it was taking a toll on me. It was stressing me out. I was not showing up for my own family in the best possible light because I was so tired with helping everybody else. I wasn't showing up 100% for my business. This bird is aggressive outside. Can you hear this? Oh my Lord. I wasn't showing up 100% for my business. And when I was so tired and distressed and just ready to just get it over with, right? I was too strung in different places, right? So I want you to stop saying yes if it doesn't benefit you. I would go and help an old neighbor who would never, ever reciprocate. Now, am I telling you that you can't do work if it's not reciprocated? Absolutely not. But there comes a point in time where you can only help so much, and then it's abuse of, your friendship or your time or your whatever. Right? There is that level. And pretty much all of the friends in our network saw it. So I just started saying, no, I can't do it. No, I can't watch, your animals. No, I can't help out with your kiddos. No, I can't do this, which really was terrible for, my kiddo who loved hanging out with her kiddos. But there just comes a point in time where it's not benefiting you mentally, physically, emotionally. You feel very strung out, very tired. I would volunteer to help for like an hour, right? And I would have my own work that I needed to do. And I'd be like, okay, it's just for an hour, right? Yeah, like 5 hours later, she'd show up. No message, no help, no nothing. She'd have gone out to lunch or something. So it was in no way beneficial. I still talk to her, it's nothing on her, but it was not one of those beneficial relationships. Okay. And I'm not saying anything bad about the person. I'm just saying that I couldn't say yes anymore because it was totally taking away from my own time, my own energy, my own work time. And as a mom, you only have a finite amount of time, right? I had to do the same thing with my own mother. I had to stop saying yes to everything that she asked, because my mother is also one of those people who just asks and asks and asks and asks and asks. Now, I love my mother and I love my mother dearly, and I would do anything and everything for my mother. But there just comes a point where you have to say, hey, I just can't, either right now or at all, because it's just, right? I've done the same thing with my ex-in-laws. You just have to say no sometimes. You just have to say no. If somebody's asked you to do a workshop, they want your free information. They want you to give away your programs for free, but you're not going to get anything out of it. It's probably not multi-beneficial, right? So you have to weigh whether or not you're going to get something from it. Is it going to benefit you? Is it going to benefit your business? If their audience is 50 people that aren't related to your ideal clients at all, is it worth your time, energy, and effort to show up and do that? Stop saying yes if it's not going to benefit you in some way. If it's not going to fill you with joy, if it's not going to fill you with excitement, if it's not going to be something that's going to be reciprocated to a point, if it's not going to be financially beneficial to your business, say no. Just say no. Number 5, eliminate toxic people. Just kind of like how we talked about in the previous one. Sometimes you just have to get rid of certain people out of your life. I had to do this very early on when my son was born. There were a lot of people who just showed up out of the woodwork, let's say from high school, who wanted to give an opinion on how I raised my son, how I planned when he was little to homeschool him, how we chose to raise him medically, how we chose to raise him through food. My kiddo eats pretty much any vegetable that you'll put in front of him without question. There's no fight. There's no fuss. Today for lunch, he was like, hey, can I have some tomatoes, some peppers, and some blueberries? It's like, absolutely. Get a grilled cheese. I mean, he's still a kid. But they were like, oh, well, that's not normal. Why is that not normal? It's healthy. It's just how we choose to raise our child. It's how we eat. It's how we expect him to eat, right? So I just had to say, hey, bye, there's the door. It's not emotionally and mentally beneficial. It weighed in on every other aspect of my life because I felt very judged by people who weren't even in my circle, right? Same thing with business. If there are people in your business who are downing you just across the board, they're just like, oh, you're never going to do that. Oh, that's a terrible idea. Well, I wouldn't have done that. Okay, Karen. See ya. Get rid of the daily conversations, get rid of the weekly conversations, get rid of the monthly conversations. Sometimes you just want to shut the door completely on that person. If they are family, sometimes you just need to keep them at an arm's distance length, right? So eliminating toxic people can be very freeing for your emotions, for your mental state, for your business, for your own family's purposes, okay? Say no to toxic people in your life. It's a new year. Don't bring that into this year, right? Number 6, cut back on your social media scrolling. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, you're probably scrolling right now as you listen to this, right? You're probably like, crap, right? Cut back on your social media scrolling. This is going to do wonders for your time because you're going to have so much more time to do stuff. Work. You're going to have more time to focus on your family or your business. You're going to have less comparison syndrome. There's nothing worse than scrolling through social media and being like, oh my God, she said she's making $10,000 a month. Oh my God, she's making $250,000 a year. And I'm only making 4,000, or I'm only making 200, or stop comparing yourself. Okay. When you stop that scroll, that unnecessary scroll that you just get caught into, because let's be real. Once we get on social media, we just start scrolling. We scroll and we scroll and we scroll, and then we get caught into that cycle, right? We get caught and we can't get out. So I want you to just stop it altogether. Things that you need to do in order to succeed. Things you need to stop doing in order to succeed. Number 1, stop looking back negatively and saying, oh, I should have done this, this, and this. Look back and say, you know what? I could have done better. That's okay. I'm going to do better moving forward. Number 2, stop making excuses. I didn't work out. It was fine. I'm going to work out tomorrow, right? I'm not going to make an excuse. I'm just going to move forward in a positive attitude. Number 3, stop multitasking. Mama, you can't do it. You can't do it. Okay. Just focus forward. Number 4, stop saying yes if it doesn't benefit you emotionally, physically, mentally, business-wise, family-wise, the whole gambit. Number 5, eliminate your toxic people. I know this one's really hard, but it's going to be extremely beneficial if you want to succeed in any aspect of your life. Number 6, cut back on your social media scroll. I promise all of this is going to be elevating in your life and in your business. It's going to be phenomenal. I want to see you succeed. If ever you have any questions, don't hesitate to either reach out via DM. My link is below. Or just drop a message below and I'm happy to reach out to you. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click that bell, get notifications when new content comes out every Monday at 9, and I will see you guys right back here next Monday. Bye.